Bastion now, which means you do have to play a little bit closer to the edge, which means now that you've got this frame data on Young Link, yeah, you don't have the range to play with the projectiles as much as you would want, but you can definitely escape. You can definitely get out of there and maneuver around using that platform.
Yeah, a really interesting thing about how Kazuya's developed, actually, I would have initially assumed, perhaps several months ago, that Kazuya's weren't huge fans of Hollow Bastion, but they've actually found new extensions, particularly with Side B, instead of doing FERP's tech, to get large crumple extensions on the platforms and actually quite enjoy that stage because it's still not the biggest. PS2, however, is just a very simple neutral pick where they get crazy platform pressure. Asancu already starting off with a lot of buttons up close, has managed to break Snor's zone, and is now looking to pressure him on the ledge.
And take a look at that player cam in the bottom left there, fellas, all right? He is feeling it. Sancu, a visceral player. He's punching you in game. He's punching the air in real life. My goodness, right into the sky.
I would say more so clobbering in game right now, Whereas look at the damage he's putting on 147. Racked on, not even with a Kazuya Mishima combo, just pure hits as that command grab, tossing him to the stop of the blast zone already. Beautiful start out from Asancu.
My goodness, popping off Asancu, such a visceral player. A great contrast to the Snorlax hat of Snor. Someone nice and sleepy and calm. Versus the raging beast of Asancu.
Yeah, they actually seem to be taking it really slow, but maybe they need to pick up momentum as a big Kazuya Mishima extension is coming out. Great FERP's tech, doesn't get the F smash though, misfaces it, but gets an up B follow-up. Brilliant conversion into that from Asancu, who's looking so confident, gets a range from immediately 40% on your final stock.
My goodness gracious me, this has been so fast, so explosive. Asancu making amazing work of the low ceilings of this stage. Trying to make his way back to the stage now, 138, so much rage. One more interaction will do it, but hey, I could say that as soon as we spawn in, as soon as we turn on the switch there, baby. As finally Snor able to switch it up, bring it back. But still, that is a mountain to climb.
Oh, and that's already a lot of damage. Misses out with the F smash, but another great pickup with that down B. Already, Asancu has an excellent recognition that Snor is scared in shield on these platforms and is just picking him up every time. Nice little grab, nice little send, nice little stage positioning. But finally, Snor's getting those big hits in 47 racked on. Still looks all right, has neutral until that intangibility from Kazuya comes out. One thing you have to understand is that obviously Kazuya's got his famous move, the Doria.
Yeah, that one.
I'm repeating it just to let you know how much it comes out. But in fact, a lot of his limbs in every single one of his hitboxes have so much intangibility that he can just ignore a lot of projectiles that usually would catch you, like on the way back, like boomerang or coming out, like the Zair, like the arrows, and so is an effective zone breaker in that sense.
Yeah,
along with his invincible dash.
And honestly, this it looks like Snor is suffering what really basically everyone, including myself obviously, have always kind of faltered with at some point against Kazuya, which is, you got the game plan, let's take it nice and slow, alright, interact as little as possible. Suddenly you saw at the start of that game, Snor was going for a very solid kind of neutral opening where it was like fire arrow, jump nair, fire arrow, jump nair, just to make sure you space him out properly. Asancu got in once, and suddenly Snor lost control.
It's game plan out the window.
Couldn't grasp it back. And so we're going to see if he can do it once again. Asancu, obviously a very, very, very physical player. Look at that kill screen. Look at that little screen in the corner. He's lovely to watch as a little bit of a slow opening.
I rate it highly. I love moving with my character. Just feel like, I think there's a lovely feeling in Smash Ultimate with how well it's designed audially of just feeling like you're beating the crap out of your opponent.
Yeah.
And Kazuya does it better than anyone with the sound effects of those hit sounds.
That's why I don't respect Sora. Bad sound design. As we make it out of there, looks like Asancu is taking a little bit more damage than he did last time. Snor has definitely found a much better plan. As you can see as well, Snor obviously, this is something I do in Brawl when I'm a young boy, and it's like, oh, and now the Dark Link, my anger is unleashed. But hey, anger, what is anger to rage? As it looks like Asancu bringing it out, opening up the doors.
Yeah, Asancu did an excellent job of just closing in the distance with that armored rage drive. Really nicely played from him, just recognizing the situations where you can close that gap quickly, easily seals out the stock. But Snor has kept it far more even so far this game.
Certainly has a much better game plan right now. Ooh, I am liking sort of the jump spam. It is very, very strong, able to sort of keep Asancu at bay. As a little bit of a trade, got the invincible bomb, just barely making it out unscathed, as finally an up B is going to take them down on the ground, but the grab comes through.
Another down B. I really like how Asancu's pulling out this move, and gets a reflector as well on the bomb. That did 20%, by the way, because that move reflects twice with the 1.5-ish moderate. modifier, it does huge damage. But so is Snor right now. Gets him on the side of the stage. I don't believe Asancu has a jump, but he's gotten too greedy. The bomb saves him. Very nicely layered from Snor, but he is still at a deficit, and he's still off stage and reeling currently.
I do like what they tried to do there. Snor tried to set up sort of a checkmate situation where they do kind of go for the Hail Mary. Worst case scenario, you hit him with a bomb, but unfortunately, Asancu just able to make his way around. Still not enough right there. As Asancu feels, yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, you feeling live? Let's go. As the gap attack comes through, Chain not quite going to command. As makes his way back up. There's the grab coming through. Not quite going to kill just yet.
Beautiful DI. Snor right now, I think, also coming alive, but very quickly that fire is extinguished. A great down air catching the jump, and right now is up to Snor to use his invincibility to get any sort of percent damage, neutral control of the stage. Out gets 63, nice. Sends Asancu on stage. I'm noticing Asancu uses those early lasers a lot and has been getting caught for them with just these little small hits that have been adding up over time.
Yeah, they certainly have. The grab not going to come through as well. Looks like Snor just staying in the air a bit more. Air camping, always a solid strategy against Kazuya, as they don't want to rely on the projectiles anymore. Just going to try and sort of hover just above any specifically dangerous range, as the reflector's doing a lot of work right there, but you got too close.
Asancu is doing so good at pressuring Snor right now. On the side of the stage, he's just closing distance every single time with these micro moves and these small dashes into shields, get these parries, get these reflectors out, and make sure that Snor can just never put out that wall, never put a big distance until he closes the curtains. Out Snor, big pop-off from Asancu, deserved win. I told you that I thought this matchup would be tough, but he's made it look like a cakewalk.
That was the best player cam I've ever watched.
Fantastic.
That guy is amazing.